everyone. It's Sarah, the founder of Live Like Roof Foundation. Hello. It has been way too long. I know we have not been here for a while. We're going to meet an incredible dog that came from the same shelter as Rue did and his owner. And I will just tell you now, I'm already in love with the dog. I think I have a picture from Animal Control, and now I can't find it. But I do know that I have this picture that was on the Animal Control page. I think, Andrea, that's right, right? And there is also one of them in the lobby that I need to find, and I will add it. But this is Uno. I'm going to bring in Andrea now. Hi, so nice to meet you,
Hello.
Andrea.
Nice to meet you too.
Who is this? So tell us first about how you adopted him from Animal Control, and then we'll kind of get to what's going on now.
Okay, so this is Uno, and we adopted him. Well, we took him in as a foster, which is kind of funny because I told my husband we had done some fostering, and I told him, I said my birthday was February 3rd, and we pulled him very end of January. And I said, what wife asked for a birthday present she's not even going to keep? And well, it took us all like 2 weeks. And I was like the day before my birthday sobbing, and I was like, I don't think I can give this one up. We had a really good app for him, and I was like, nope, he's here to stay. So I saw his picture on the CACC rescue page, and I just knew that I had to have him. I don't know. There's something about him. I told several of the volunteers, if he becomes urgent, I had taken on several fosters from CACC before. So I just kind of said, if there's, if for some reason he's not doing well and he needs out, just let me know. And I got the call. And so I said, okay, I'll be there this weekend. So.
I mean, that's how it all happens, right? I mean, it's kind of like, the dog is there. They're almost always urgent, but he was a playgroup rock star.
He was pretty good at playgroup, weren't you, buddy? Yeah.
And so was he on the adoption floor or he had to go through rescue?
He was on the adoption floor originally, but then he was doing some redirect biting and whatnot on the leash. Yeah, that was in the car on the way home. And so he had a little orange caution tag around his neck whenever we pulled him, but he was just a confused puppy in the shelter. He didn't know any better. I think CACC had him listed as like 7 to 9 months, and my vet thought probably 10 months when we pulled him. He was only 35 pounds, and now he's like 75 pounds. So he definitely was like maybe 5 months.
Yeah, he looks so, as compared to the other photos you sent me, like he looks so tiny. And obviously in Animal Control, all these animals are skinny and stressed and all of that. But like he looks like tiny there, and he's huge.
Yeah, no, he was so little. He wasn't even super skinny. He just was tiny.
Yeah.
And he grew and he grew and he grew some more. I remember we DNA tested him, and I was like, there's no way that this is just like primarily pit bull. We thought he was like a hound pit bull mix or something. No, he's like 90% American pit bull terrier. And he just kept growing and growing and growing. You got bigger and bigger, didn't you, buddy? Yeah.
He's just the sweetest. So how long ago was that you adopted him?
So that was about 6.5 years ago.
Oh, so it's been a while.
Yeah. So so he's probably about 7. Oh yeah. That was at a family member's old house. He loves to swim in the pool.
Yeah, I saw his pictures because I know he's got some siblings too, which is impressive.
Oh yeah. That's his best friend, Lena, in that picture.
They have an ear party. It looks like they have a lot of ears going on.
Yeah, their ears now flop the same way. He had the goofy ears at first, but now they flop the same direction. It's pretty cute.
I love it. I love it. So I got your email. By the way, Andrea, I always ask people for pictures of their pets, and obviously everybody has like a lot of photos of their pets. I opened Andrea's email. I probably had like 250 photos. So like,
and that's a few.
Yeah.
My husband always laughs at me. He's like, you take way too many dog pictures.
And I assume it's him, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There we are. And that's a funny picture too, because it says all you need is love and crew, which was our foster dog at the time. Yeah, we adopted that one too. And we've adopted 2 more since then, but it's okay.
Yeah, so. I love it. So I got your email, and I know, I think you had talked to Gina maybe from Animal Care and Control, who I'm friends with, and I know from my volunteer work at Animal Control that she now does, and through Live Like Rue as well. But we're friends. So tell us what's going on with Uno and kind of what we're trying to raise funds for here.
Okay, so Uno, he's had a lot of health issues throughout his life, but we are currently, well, fingers crossed, we are cancer free now. But we had all of a sudden, I kind of noticed he had this small mass, and it wasn't very big. It was just like the size of a dime. We did a fine needle aspirate, and the vet said that it was cancerous and that it was probably mast cell carcinoma. So we went ahead and got that removed, and we took appropriate margins for mast cell. And unfortunately, when we got the biopsy back, it came back as sarcoma, which big picture is a better situation to be in, but it required us to go back in and do a second surgery because you have to take larger margins for that. So the oncologist that reviewed his case said that she thought that if we didn't go back in and remove more tissue, that it was going to be like a 50% chance that he would get cancer again within the year, and that it would come back with a lot more vengeance than the current mass we were dealing with. So she recommended going back in and removing a bunch more tissue and whatnot. So we did that. I've got an amazing vet who did that for us. She let me watch the surgery and everything, which was really cool. So she let me be there start to finish with him. And so fingers crossed, we're cancer free now. And we took some really big margins, excessively so. My vet was like, I don't want to do this surgery a third time. So let's go big or go home. So yeah, he has pretty much from his spine to his lower rib cage was his big old incision that he had. He was pretty loopy afterwards.
Yeah, and how
But
is he healing now? How's he feeling?
he is 2 weeks post-op. He's doing really well. He's pretty much back to his normal. He was pretty kind of quiet for a couple of days and sleepy. But it's also kind of hard to tell with him because he's you big lazy bum. Yeah. You big lazy bum. Yeah. He's a big lazy butt. So, yeah, he's a good boy. But yeah, he's been doing really well. He's looking forward to doing some swimming. We get to take your stitches out tonight, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a big deal getting the stitches out.
No. After 2 weeks, we could pull him out. So,
So
and he's a super.
if
So
you guys are watching this and you want to support Chicago Animal Care and Control alum, which like I said is where Live Like Rue came from, please donate. You can go to our Venmo, Live Like Rue, or you can go to our website, livelikeRue.org, or you can go to Zelle and look up medical at livelikeRue.org. But I know that you take in a lot of dogs that have, medical issues. You have a lot of old dogs with that might have a behavior problem, and then you kind of make them fit into your world. So thank you for that.
always happy to do it. Yeah, I used to be a teacher full time, and I did a ton of fostering, and I really saw the need for dogs that had behavioral and or medical conditions, and so I ended up leaving the classroom, and I do teaching in another way now. So I'm a dog trainer, and I do all stuff positive reinforcement, and I try to help figure out what's going on with these kiddos, so that way we can help understand them and get them into a home that sets them up for success and helps them have the best quality of life. So
I love that. That means a lot. I know. And it's hard to, which I did too, leave a job that's a little bit steady and run your own business. It's definitely not easy. But I did want to tell you the bill that you have for $3,058.63. We're going to at least give you the money for that. So anything else that we raise
thank
above
you so
that,
much.
we will get you those funds too. But you're guaranteed this 3,000 plus.
That's awesome. That makes such a huge difference with all the things we've had go on with this kiddo, because he's been a major medical case all along, and we've put a huge amount of money into him. He's been worth every penny, but Right, buddy? Yeah.
There
Oh
he
yeah,
is.
he loves to dress up. He's all about wearing costumes. He's really good with people more than anything. I mean, he likes most dogs, but he's got a special way with people. He always knows who in the room needs him the most, and he always like gravitates towards them and changes how he acts depending on the person. So he's just very intuitive about people. So
You gotta love that. You gotta love that. Andrea and Uno, thank you guys so much. Please, everyone, donate if you can, so I can send them even more money. I know they had to, like we said, re-go in and get better margins. So I would love to pay the $1,000 plus bill for that if we can get some more donations. But we love you. Thank you for
thank
adopting.
you so much.
It's amazing, and I'm obsessed with him. So be sure you pepper me with more photos.
Could you nose touch? Good boy. Say bye.
Bye, buddy. We love you.
Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you, Sarah,
You're
for
welcome.
all that you do for us and for others.